Hi, so this video is about the specific elements that are required to attain a scholarship or win a scholarship in any university. So I would like to list all of them. Firstly, as motivation. You should be really motivated and you should somehow have a vision that I have to gain this scholarship anyhow. Secondly, you need to prepare all the documents that are needed. The first of all being the proposal that is needed. In terms of a master's or a PhD, you need to be very clear about what course you are applying for. So, for that proposal, specifically talking about master's, it is statement of purpose or the motivation letter. For example, if I talk about a course called as Applied Informatics in XYZ University, so you need to be sure that your past studies, the bachelor's, have to somehow coincide with your areas of interest, and you have to show that the path that you are going to take in the upcoming university XYZ has a resemblance in terms of the future perspectives and the market scenarios, so that in 2021 when you take the admission in a XYZ university in applied informatics, by the time you pass out, you should know that what the market trends are going to be like, what the university is going to teach you in the terms of the curriculum and the syllabus that it has, and what has been the past trends of the students that have been taught from that university in that particular course. If you see their profiles over LinkedIn, you will have an idea of how the students have been recruited or have been taking up their careers forward, either into the corporate sector or into the public sectors or into the research labs. So these are the three possible areas. And fourth, and not to forget, but also some people take entrepreneurship as their kitty. So make sure that how do you are going to coincide. So it has to be a really beautiful picture when you present it in a platter. Okay. So the moment you present a clear picture of your ideas and articulate it in the form of a paragraph, so that makes sense. And it has to be a really good sounding story. That is what the interviewer or the committee looks forward to. Secondly, apart from the motivation letter or the statement of purpose, is the academic transcript. Academic transcripts have to be kept at hand, very handy, because consolidating all the semester's mark sheet is less time consuming. So you can either request it from your administration office or from whatsoever office that takes care of your academic like academic diplomas or degrees. So if you have like engineering, if I talk about engineering, it has 8 semesters in India in terms of bachelor's. So when you have 8 semester sheets, the evaluation of those 8 semester sheets is relatively tough. So it is always advisable to go for a consolidated mark sheet. This scenario does not apply to the students who are in their third years, as they are having only 6 or the 7th semester the certificates, and the 8th one is still pending if they are in the current academic year and motivated to join the masters immediately at the end of their bachelor studies. So in only that scenario you can submit the single semester uh, mark sheets. Otherwise, it is always advisable to apply through transcripts. Thirdly, if you are applying to a foreign university, the language of instruction or medium is definitely not one that is being taught in our countries. So we have to make sure that a level playing field is achieved. So if I talk about this level playing field, the language could be the most probable. The language that is the medium of instruction globally is English. So for proving your English skills, you have two examinations. The first of them being the IELTS, IELTS. So it is one of the exams, and secondly, it's the TOEFL, TOEFL. So test of English as foreign language. So these are the two kinds of exams that you can appear for, and having a score above 6.5 is advisable to any of the applicants, because it's a threshold that is looked forward to. Getting a 6.5 is a kind of a green signal to apply to the universities, and it definitely gives you an edge that you have a TOEFL or an IELTS certification. Fourth, I would like to say that suppose if you are applying for masters, then definitely some practical exposure in your bachelor's, or when you are applying for PhD, some kind of research publications, particularly in some peer-reviewed journals or conferences, is really look forward to. So if you have some journal publications, some articles written, or some poster presentations, they definitely help you in your overall score compared to the other candidates. This gives you an advantage. And when you talk about your thesis, the thesis that you have done in your masters or your bachelor's, just try to make sure that you have tried submitting in some of the open access journals or some of the conferences, so that you are that gives an impression that you are quite serious about the work that you did as your final year or a research dissertation project. Okay, so in this manner you can make sense in what you are going to study. So when I started this video giving an example about applied informatics, I meant that I assumed a person who's an engineer and he is applying for some masters in the applied informatics field, looking at the opportunities at the global level, that how IT industry is creating jobs on a daily basis. This is a field in which you can work remotely from any part of the world just by using a certain protocol called VPN. And in this pandemic, it has really proved to be a boon for all the people, and one can learn the skill and get a job, a really good paying job in no time. So applied informatics, when a person needs to apply, then these are the four things that he or she needs to keep in the mind. And fifth, last but not least, always try to submit things before the deadline. Never wait for the deadline, because you never know the how the servers may not work, or there are some troubles at the last moment. So always be practical and try to submit things. It really gives a good uh, kind of a self confidence to you. And just review your application or get it reviewed by someone who's qualified or who has already applied or won some scholarships. So that gives a kind of a good to go thing.